is comping time. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Let me get some more light. Hold on a second. Let me get a little more light. It's Sunday night. I don't mean to rhyme, it just happened. All right. Since victory, since victory, Oh, all right. I like that one. Let's see what else we got. That's a nice one too. I might have to create several little solos, most likely. Make a note of that. Make these. His report says victory. Yeah. His report says victory. I do like this. Let's give it that color. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm about to start comping some guitar tracks. Mostly, I'm gonna work on a guitar solo that I recorded last week. So I did about. Let me see, how many takes do I have? I got about 12 guitar takes, 12 guitar solo takes, and I'm gonna pretty much comp them all up. You can kind of see all the different colors on there. So we have about 12 different takes, and I'm gonna build almost like this Frankenstein. You call it comping. So you pick the best of each moment, and then you create one massive solo out of all these different takes. So yeah, if you're tuning in for the first time, how's it going? My name is John Sandoval, and I'm in the studio just hanging out, working on some guitar stuff. Strap City 13. How's it going? Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. If you hang out, I would love to play you some of the guitar takes. I would love to hear some feedback. If you want to tell me, hey, I like that one, not that one so much. I always love to hear what you guys have to say. You guys have really good intuition and musical ears. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna be, I'm gonna try to look at who's commenting and all that good stuff. But if I don't look over, it's probably because I'm kind of focused. But I definitely want to hear what you guys, what your thoughts are. So I'm gonna start. Let me give you some context of the song. It's a song for a buddy of mine. His name is David DeMarco. He's one of my dear friends, and he's phenomenal singer. He's a brother, and he's a brother, I should say. And Yeah, so he's had this song for a little while, and he asked me to lay down a guitar solo. So let me give you a little bit of the song, so you can kind of get a feel for what it sounds like. Check it out.
I am filled. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
So it's like a funky bluesy rock, almost like Red Hot Chili Peppers meets John Mayer meets Stevie Wonder, Stevie Ray Vaughan. So very definitely kind of a bluesy guitar thing. Josh C3R9D, you're doing great work in your office. You're truly, you're going to get what you're. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, Josh. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you. I appreciate those words, man. They're really nice. Um, can you leave me in the basement? Okay, I'm not sure if that was that for me? Is that a comment about leaving the dog food? I don't know. But Will Tricks 0. Thank you for thank you for tuning in. Thanks, guys. So here's again here. Let me give you more context of the song so you get a better feel.
We shall believe the report of the Lord. His report
Funky bluesy
says I am
Texas rock kind of thing.
His report says I am filled. His report says I am free. His report
So here's the first guitar take. Okay, so that's one idea. Here's another one. Kind of like to start the solo a little bit on the lower register. Here's another one. Tell me what you think.
I am free. His report says victory.
I like that. That's got a if you're into Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello, that's got a Tom Morello little thing going on. I'm a massive Tom Morello fan. It is a little aggressive at the beginning, but I think by that time the song's already been jamming for about 2 minutes. I feel like it needs, man, a little like, whoa, where are we going? We're kind of going into a different territory. So here's another option.
His report says victory.
I'm definitely going to have to do several takes. I'll tell you that right now. Just because I know it. All right, so I'm going to start with this one. I like this first one.
Victory.
Yeah, okay. We'll set this one here. The second part can be a little tighter. Let's go up to the top ones. What do we have Okay, Strap City. I like the two. I like this. You like the second one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that too. I think I'm feeling that one a little more. Michael Knight. Good enough for having ever light of stone. Okay, yeah. Hey, Michael Knight, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yes, you know what? God is good, man. Jesus definitely paid for our time. You are absolutely right, my friend. I am definitely a faithful and lover of everything that has to do with God and Jesus, and 100%, man. So thanks for commenting, man. I appreciate that. So while you're here, Michael Knight, playing some different guitar takes, and if you have some feedback, we'd love to hear what you have to say. So here's let's go back to that take. The only bad thing about that take, Strap City 13. What is your name, Strap City 13? Is that I'm gonna have to give it some room to breathe. I think if I'm gonna pick that take. That was nice. Okay, see that whole little chunk right there felt really good. Hey Liam, how's it going, man? I mean that whole. So I'm probably gonna have to do two different solos, maybe I don't know, maybe three, but because I think there's too many little good things in each one. So here's that first one.
Since victory.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. Here's this one, but I just have the beginning part.
Since victory.
I mean, that's a. I feel like that's a really fun intro. Let me continue on that one if I find something else.
Victory.
Yeah, it's not as pocket.
Victory.
Okay, let's see what's at the bottom here.
Victory.
Okay,
Victory.
it's got something. Okay, that little chunk right there works. Let's try that little chunk right there. Let's see what we have in there. That's cool too. Keep going. You're doing great. Thanks, Strap City. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna have to do a couple of combinations. Scott Howell, 1629. Thanks so much for tuning in, man. Listen, man, I appreciate your feedback, whether it's positive or negative. I feel like music is very objective. Um, so, are you a guitar player, Scott Howell? And if you are a guitar player, what kind of sound would you do on this? I do have a different tone. It's more of a not cleaner, but it's more of a driven, more of a tube screamer ish kind of tone, with a little bit of that whammy sound in there. I'll play that for you. So it's not the tone that you're commenting on necessarily, but I do appreciate your feedback, man. So here's that one that I was telling you about.
Since victory.
So that's more of a just an overdrive type of thing. Um, so let's see what we got. There's something in that one. So I'm just kind of going. You can you can kind of see what I'm doing over there. I'm just picking the ones that could work. I'm just picking some lines, some licks, some little things, and then I'm gonna go back and try to, make a massive comp out of all these different takes. So thanks for tuning in, guys. My name is John Sandoval. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your feedback. I always love different feedback. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, if you don't mind subscribing, I do have a bunch of guitar lessons on the channel that would love for you guys to check it out. Whatever, if you're an acoustic guitar player, electric guitar player, if you play blues, rock, funk, even some like pop stuff and bluesy stuff. I have a bunch of videos on my channel that I would love for you to go check out. There's one called the three must know licks. That one's really fun. I think you guys really enjoy that video. So right now I'm doing some comping, solo comping, guitar solo comping. So maybe you guys can kind of help me find some takes. I know I got some really good feedback from Strap City, and let's find another take.
Since victory.
That one's got a little something, something maybe. That little chunk in there. Let's see what we got over here.
Since victory. Since victory.
sloppy. A little too sloppy for my taste. Sometimes I get a little too funny sometimes.
Since victory.
I do like this one little lick in it. I like this thing. I'm gonna grab it, but I'm gonna move it around. Where can I put it? Yeah, I think that's nice. Let's see. The beat from Jets Set Radio. Okay, I'm trying to read your name here. Beat from Jetset Radio 8239. Sorry, man. If I'm here mixing. No, so if you look over here, I'm just comping some guitars. So I did about 12 different guitar takes for a song called Whose Report. Is for a buddy of mine. His name is David DeMarco. Go check him out. He's an awesome artist. He lives in Pittsburgh. So he invited me to play a guitar solo on this song. So I did about 12 different takes. I kind of tried 3 different tones. It's more like an overdrive thing. I did like a Qtron wah kind of sound on one of them, and then I used the whammy. And it's like a blues rock. It's like a Texas blues rock meets the Chili Peppers meets like a funky. It's got a little bit of everything. So kind of wanted to try something different on this, not your typical bluesy rock tone. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just comping some guitars. So if you're hanging out, beats from Jets Radio 8239. We'd love to get your feedback, man. 100%. That was you. Awesome stuff. Just getting into production. Great, man. So it'd be great to stick around. Yeah, that's great, man. Hang out. I'm just, I'm doing, I'm going to be looking at the screen, but also kind of hanging out with you guys. Let me, beats from Jets Radio. What's your name, man? So that way I don't butcher your handle over here. My name is John, by the way. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is John Sandoval. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning into my channel. If you don't mind giving me a like and a subscribe, check out, I have a bunch of videos on my channel, guitar tutorials, live performances. So if you don't mind checking it out, browse through the channel. It's a bunch of fun things on there. So, but here's the track, man, so you get a feel for it. It gets kind of funky.
Since I am here,
I'll play a little more.
which time believe the report of the Lord. His report, since I am healed. His report, since I am filled. His report, since I am free. His report, since victory.
So that's kind of the feel. That tone is a little more kind of a bluesier, overdriven thing with a little whammy in there. Let me see what this thing is here. All right, I'm gonna save that little guy. Let's see what else we got.
Victory.
I like this little riff. Do you guys like this little riff better? Or this one here. I don't know. They both have some vibe. That one fits, I think, everything else a little better. Let's see. Beat from Jet Set Radio. That's awesome. Hey, Beat. Great to meet you, man. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, man, stick around. Let me know what you think. Would love to get your feedback on this. So that's more of that filter kind of thing that I'm going for. I'm definitely big into that funky wah kind of sound, and I think it's a little different for this vibe. What do you think of the wah wah? Oh, the wah wah walk. Okay, is that a good thing, Beat? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let's see. Let's see what we have after. Wonder if I could bring in this little guy. What's this little guy like? This little guy. If I bring this little guy on this side. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. That might be a kind of a cool thing. Two little riffs in there, and then I can kind of get a little nutty. Okay. If that's yes, that's it's definitely gonna be deciding which one's gonna be the best one. I think I'm leaning more into that that wah, the Qtron, the 5-4-3 minute one step down to resolve his weapons. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Here's the intro that I have with the other take. I think it was this one. Tell me which one you like. This one, check it out. This one. This is one. Or this one. This is two. What do you think? They both have a little bit of vibe. Some vibes. That is really cool, though. Let's see. What if I do? I'm definitely gonna have to do another comp over here. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to let's duplicate. We're gonna have to duplicate it. We're gonna have to duplicate it. And let's do another color. It's not messing with me. He's cooking. I trust the process. I'm more partial to the second one personally. Yeah. You know what? I like the second one. I think it was a little bit shorter. It wasn't as riffy. It was a little more melodic. So I'm gonna go with that, man. Let me. Let's go with the second one. So that's this one here. Now that one's cool to follow up on that, but I think this might fit that better. And then, oh yeah, that's just wacky. That's just wacky. So. Here we go. Yeah, I think I like that one a lot. Amy Staley. Amy Staley 4354. What's up? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate your feedback. Hey, if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is John Sandoval. I'm drinking some tea. It is late. Well, it's not. Actually, it's almost midnight. I am in Colorado, and it's 11:55 p.m. on my time, Colorado time. Would love to know where you guys are watching from. There's a bunch of you guys online right now. So where are you guys watching from? And if you are you guys musicians, producers, guitar players? What do you yeah, I don't know. What are you guys into? Amy Staley, 43. You got coffee. You know what? I had coffee about an hour ago. I am now I'm into tea. So, but yes, coffee all the way. Liam, yeah, okay. Beat, you're from Texas. It's about 1 a.m. Yep, I know, man. I get it. Where in Texas are you at? I am in Montrose, Colorado, which is not near Denver. It's about 5 hours southwest from Denver. So, small little town, Montrose, Colorado. It's about 1 o'clock where you're at. Okay, right on. I get it. Beat, you're a guitarist of 17 years and finally decided to learn mix. Great, man. Get into production. I mean, it's beautiful when you can create your own music. You can. I love editing as much as people don't like editing. I love editing. I love to see where it goes from here to like something more produced and something more polished. Texas, all right. Yeah, all right. I love it. Granbury, Texas. Okay, small town about an hour south of Dallas. Cool, man. Yeah, I love Dallas, man. I've done some really cool records. Are you familiar with Audio Dallas? Audio Dallas is a recording studio It might be in Arlington. Either it's one, but it's in the Dallas area. But great studio. I did a couple albums in that place, and it's beautiful. Um, yes. So all right. So I'm trying this. I'm gonna first do a comp with this wah sound with the Qtron sound. So let's see what happens. So here's what we got so far. I like that. Ba-doo, ba-doo, wow. So I got the Qtron and it's a Ricochet by Digitech. It's like a whammy. It's like a smaller version of a big whammy with the pedal. It's like the smaller version of it. So, how you're from Arlington? Cool. So, do you know Audio Dallas? It's a recording studio. Killer spot, man. A bunch of great albums have been recorded in that place, and I was able to. Man, I had the privilege of recording 3 albums. One didn't come out, but 2 that you can find on Spotify right now, and killer stuff. 2 of them you can find on Spotify. So. I kind of like that little thing. Let's see what else we find. What's this? Okay, you know what? I like this little piece. I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna shift this little part. I'm gonna bring it in maybe a little sooner, like 1 beat sooner. So like. Which might let me go into this little run. Tell me what you think, guys. How long have I been? I've been playing for. I started when I was 12. I'm going to be 44 in 2 weeks. So it's what's that? 32 years. It never ends, man. It never ends for sure. Yeah. Awesome. Amy, thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Come back again next time I'm live. Beat, you still around? You still around, Beat? Let's see what we got here. Woo, okay, I'm liking that. Let's see what else we find. Okay, there's something kind of cool in that one. Let me keep going though. Oh, I do like this little thing in here, though. Oh, let's leave that in there. Sometimes I do some wacky things and that I'm like, did I do that? I don't know. Anyways, so let's see. Like part of that, there were some really cool moments in. I do like. That's simple, cliche, but I think it'll give it some little vibes. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, so we're here. Let's default whatever that is. Default. Okay. Okay, let's see what else I find. Might be kind of fun. So how about okay, that might be it right there. That might be it right there. Let's keep see what else we have. What was that? My goodness. That was pretty bad. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that one. Let's see. You're still vibing. All right. I'm glad you're still vibing. A bunch of you guys are still vibing. I love it. The average listener said, you know what, man? Man, I so agree with that. I so agree with that. Yeah. I think I think that way, man. I think sometimes I overthink, and I always got to remember that, man. The simple, the more accessible, and like you said, right? The listener's gonna grab onto it find something familiar with it. And I mean, all my favorite solos, I feel like I can sing them. I feel like I can. I'm not much of a singer, but I feel like they get stuck in my head. The fast ones are fun. Don't get me wrong; it's fun to play fast, and I do have a. I'm gonna have a little fast, like little escape kind of wacky moments that I think are gonna be nice for the song at the right time. But I think especially with that Qtron sound, might be nice to kind of keep it more melodic. So thanks for saying that. I appreciate it because that is exactly how I like to attack solos. Especially when I do solos for other people that are it's not for my own band or my own album. I kind of like to just make it a little more memorable, not so riffy or not too fast and crazy stuff. Um, okay, so here's what we got. We got. Okay, I feel like that one right there might be for the other take. I'm gonna open up the other take. Do do do. I feel like that would be a good one for that take. I'm gonna come back to this one now. And okay, that one's cool too. Here's the okay. So tell me what you think this is. So here's the first one, the one I already have comped. Here's one. I think I'm answering my own question. Here's two. I think one is it's just a lot funkier too. I don't know. I would still love to hear love to know what you have to say. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a couple. Okay, now we go into that little B section. I'm just kind of put B in here. Okay, let's find something going into that B section now. Okay. Yeah, it's a little too wacky. The solo, I have another 8 bars. So I just kind of played you the first 8 bars, and then just the second 8 bars of that solo. It's more like a B section, which is the section that we're in right now. Um, so the chord changes are a little different, which is nice. Gives you a little lift. There's a little something in there. It's a little something, something, something. That might actually Let's see There's a bunch of little ideas in there. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think I did like 4 passes of like a wah Qtron thing, another 4 passes of like more of a just straight up overdrive, and then 4 possibly with like a whammy type of thing. So. Kind of like the beginning of that one, though. It's got a little something. I gotta fix it, though. That's got a little something in there. about something like this? Let me grab some of this. I like that little line in there. The that's some wacky stuff, little wacky doodles. I like the little climb in there. Let's see. I think that climb up gives it a little lift, you know? Just need something to kind of fill that little one in there. If I bring this guy in. That's crazy. kind of cool. This line might be kind of cool. Yeah. It's funny, man, when you're in the middle of recording all this stuff. It sounds normal to you, of course, at the time, and then you come back and listen. You're like, "Ooh, what was I thinking?" Or interesting, or what the heck was that? But that's, I mean, so my rule with this stuff is I don't like to do too many guitar takes because after, especially, I mean, I kind of did different tones after like three or four of the same. I would 4 or 5 of the same sound, then you kind of start to get a little bit clouded. Um, I like when it's fresh, when it's kind of there's some mystery to it. I like that a lot. Um, that ending's kind of cool. Okay, I kind of like the little. Yeah. That was kind of cool, I think. Ooh, wacky. And that's the ending. kind of nice. What if I blend those up? Resolution, bro. Welcome back. Actually, I've been gone for a while. I did a live a few days ago, maybe. Yeah, I've been completely missing in action. MIA, 100%. Good to see you again. What's going on? Talk to me. It's been I don't know. Has it been a couple months? It's all on me. A month and a half. Got really busy at the beginning of the year, but I'm back. Yeah. What you been up to? What's new? I'm just I'm comping a guitar solo for a song called "Whose Report" for a buddy of mine. His name is David DeMarco. He's out of Pittsburgh. Go check out David DeMarco Resurgence. It's a killer tune that we worked together. We co-wrote and I produced it, and it's a beautiful song. David DeMarco Resurgence. Also, David DeMarco Hidden Remedy is another phenomenal one. Still having lead vocals down. All right, yeah, lead vocals down. Love it, man. Ran a couple of my songs. The live stream turned out cool, man. Yeah. Did you go live on your channel, on your YouTube channel? I guess I got to go check it out. I think I need to tap into some of the things that are in here. Let's grab this little da 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 da. Okay, I need some feedback on the ending for this. I'm gonna play you guys two different endings. Thanks, Resolution. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get some sleep. Hope absolutely. I know it's super late for you. I'm usually on a little bit late here. Awesome. Yeah, man. Wish you the best as always. What genres do you have experience in? I do a little bit of everything, but I think what I like to focus on the most would be something that's kind of on the jazzier, funkier rock kind of side, almost anything that's it's got some funk elements, like pop funk, funk rock, funk jazz, funk blues. But I've also done some rock albums with some hints of rock. Sorry, hints of funk and soul. So that's the more how it is. The more you do this, you kind of like to start to focus on your sound, and I feel that's kind of what my sound is. Okay, so since you're still there, here's two different endings. You ready? Ending number one will be this one. Number one. Number one. Number two. Those are the two options. Let me know what you think. Kind of leaning for number 1, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to play the whole thing in context. See how it's feeling. Okay, so if you yeah, we got some guys hanging out. Hey guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is John Sandoval. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for just hanging out. I'm just doing some guitar solo comping. So I did about 12 different guitar solo takes, and I'm kind of picking the best out of the 12 takes. Tiebreaker. Which one? That's my opinion. Which one was it, chat? Okay. Here's the whole solo so far. You guys want to hear it? Here we go. Here's what we got. I'm going to give you a little bit of, I'm going to play it a little bit back so you get a feel for the whole section.
Dreams you believe, wish I believe the report of the Lord. His report says I am healed. His report says I am filled. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
I still need to tweak a few things so it's a little more cohesive, but that is kind of the vibe. I might take this one little part out. Let that breathe. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, there's some things at the end that I kind of did. Let's hear it's almost like it goes into like a bridge thing. So I'm just going to play a bunch of different parts from that bridge.
Strategies and tactics.
like that actually.
Strategies and tactics lost against your life will be helpless by the blood of Christ. His rest. Will be head of Christ. His strategies and tactics lost against your life will be helpless by the blood of Christ. He's rescued you out of the darkness into His.
Yeah, I agree, man. And obviously it won't. It's not gonna be that loud. Let me lower it more in context. It'll be more.
Strategies and tactics launched against your life will be held helpless by the blood of Christ. He's rescued you out of the darkness into His marvelous light. He's rescued into His marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has rescued you out of the darkness into His marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has. Will be held helpless by the blood of Christ. He's rescued you out of the darkness into His marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has.
Taking a little break from the Qtron and that little bridge. Just give it a little breather. Yeah, man, a few of those little things in there. You like those guys? Check them out. I think I'm gonna bring the little swell.
He's rescued you out of the darkness into His marvelous light.
Yeah.
He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has. He's rescued you tonight. He's rescued
Oh yeah, there's another guitar solo. Okay, so I got a bunch of little random things. A bunch of randomness. So I think I do like the beginning of that part. Da, 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 da. That's kind of vibey.
Strategies and strategies and He's rescued you out of the darkness into His marvelous light. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has. He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has.
So there's a whole kind of so there is a solo, but I'll play you what I have right now.
He's rescued you tonight. Yes, He has. Yes, He has. Yes, He has.
Solo 2. Let's call that solo 2.
Yes, He
Okay.
Yes, He Yes, He Yes, He
I kind of like a little bit of yeah, absolutely, Beat. Hey man, so good to hang with you for a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. If you have some original stuff, send it to me. We'll love to hear it. Love to definitely check out what you have. Yes, I'm actually off tomorrow, which is kind of why I'm doing a little late night here. It is almost 1 a.m. my time. I know it's later for you, but so good to hang out, so good to meet you. Thanks, man. If you're still, I don't know who's left here watching, but would love to hear where you're watching from. Yeah, are you guys musicians, producers, engineers? Would love to get some feedback. So I think I'm kind of honing in on a feel for this solo. So this is kind of like a pre-solo solo.
Yes, He Ooh, His report says I am healed. His report says I am filled.
I don't have one. I don't, but you could maybe leave a comment with a link, or you can always my email is actually my first name. So John Sandoval, spelled Jean. So it's Jean dot Sandoval at yahoo.com. You can also find me on Instagram, same name as my YouTube channel, John Sandoval. Instagram, and on Facebook, same thing, in case you're on Facebook. Yeah, but that's awesome, man. Would definitely love to hear your stuff and connect. So thanks again, Beat. Appreciate it. And again, if you're watching, hang out with me. I'm still working on this solo. I think it's coming to we're at the end part here. There's an ending solo that I would love to play for you guys.
His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory. His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
Not sure what that was, but we'll keep it. We'll see what happens.
His report says victory. His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory. His report says victory. His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory. His report says victory. His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
That can work.
Victory. His report says I am healed. His report says I am free. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
Definitely going to have to play with this a little more. All right. Faming Barack 1424. How's it going? Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for tuning in. What tools are you using? I am using Pro Tools. Pro Tools is my go-to recording software. How about you? Do you are you familiar with Pro Tools? Are you an Ableton guy? Logic, Reaper, man, what else you got out there? You got Luna, you got a bunch of different ones. Sonar. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you using? Logic, you're a Logic guy. Okay. I like that. So I do have Logic. I like the Logic drummers. I think their drummers are great, especially if you do some writing. Just starting. That's great, man. Yeah, Logic is really good. So stick with it, man. Stick with it and just learn all the plugins, all the shortcuts, all the ins and outs. So that's really good. I love Logic. I do use it mainly to get some drummers. That's one of my favorite plugins when I write songs or I need some different ideas. I usually kind of go on there and I grab some stuff. So I am working on a solo. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is John Sandoval. I am in my studio. I am comping some guitar solos. So I recorded about 12 different solos, and I'm kind of creating one out of the 12. So I'm just doing some comping. Do you think better take a drum on electric drum or acoustic drums on small room? It all depends. What are you recording? What's your style? What's your genre? Why don't we start with that? That might probably help me out with what kind of vibe you're going for. Okay, so here's the end of this. You take it by yourself. Yeah. So, what kind of music are you recording? Because you're asking about drums on MIDI, electric drums, or acoustic drums. So let's see if I'm doing like a funk album or something that's vibey. Portishead. Oh, dude, dude, that's killer. Okay, man, that's an interesting question because Portishead stuff they use a lot of very kind of programmy vibes. Um, for that kind of project, you can experiment. maybe have a little bit of both, like a small drum kit, Aphex Twin. Yeah, man. So if you're doing like a vibey thing, you can do a small kit. I did a record where I did just kick, snare, and hi-hat. And I put this blanket on top of the snare. So it would just sound nice and dead. You can always go and, if you want to sample it later on, and it sounded so good. On top of that, you can add like a loop. Nice programmed MIDI loop that kind of complements the acoustic drums. That might be cool for a Portishead vibe. 100%. I like that vibe that you're going for. Okay, so okay, since I have a bunch of you guys on, I would love to play you this comped guitar solo that I've been working on. What do you guys think? You guys want to hear it? So this will be the comped solo. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-da. By the way, if you're tuning in for the first time and don't mind subscribing to the channel, giving me a like, I have a bunch of guitar lessons on the channel. If you want to check it out, if you play guitar, but acoustic guitar lessons, electric guitar lessons, a bunch of stuff on there. All right, let me play you guys kind of what I've been working on here, comping the solo. We'll love to get your feedback on this. So it's like a bluesy rock type of thing. So here it is.
We shall believe the report of the Lord. His report says I am healed. His report says I am filled. His report says I am free. His report says victory. Whose report will you believe? We shall believe the report of the Lord. Tell me whose report do you believe? We shall believe the report of the Lord. His report says I am healed. His report says I am filled. His report says I am free. His report says victory.
Here we go. guys. So I still have a lot of editing to do. I got to pocket a few things. Certain parts I got to make them a little more cohesive, a little smoother. But that's kind of the vibe. Morello right there, but the analytics so memorable before combining vocal. I see what you're saying. The beginning, I think, better revised. In the middle, a bit more wild. Yeah, when melody combined with voice, the last made me change. Okay, yeah, I agree. At the very end, I still need to tweak a few things in there, but thank you, man. I appreciate that's beautiful feedback. Yeah, man, to the bridge. Yep, that's great. Listen, man, that's awesome. Yeah, I still got to play with it a little more. Yeah, so a couple of areas I'm still not happy with, and I might bring in from another take. I do, believe it or not, I get even more Tom Morello on other takes, so I might bring that in more. So, but hey, guys, it's I'm probably gonna head out. It's 1:06 a.m. my time, and I'm kind of turning into a pumpkin, which means that I should probably go to bed. How about you guys? So, Famine Barack 1424, where are you watching from? So it's 1:06 my time. I am in Montrose, Colorado, and so it's late on my end. Unless you're on the East Coast, maybe it's probably super late on your end. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, appreciate you hanging out. For the rest of you guys watching, thank you so much. If you don't mind giving me a like and a subscribe, and check out more videos on the channel. There's a lot of really cool things on there that I think you guys would enjoy. But again, thank you so much for just hanging out with me as I'm doing some work in the studio, and we'll definitely probably I'm gonna try to come back. Maybe even tomorrow night or Tuesday night. So yeah, I try to do this at least once a week, but I've been slacking a little bit with different things. Um, seems that I'm tired. It is 2 p.m. Oh man. Good luck for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. 2 p.m. So you're wide awake. Bro, you're wide awake. You're hanging out. I'm tanking right now. So, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you on the next live. Peace.